Safety.
Every time a bus comes past, and we're above the bus. All over you, Butler. On the buses. Okay, see if... I was just going to say, Jenny, see if anyone can guess where we are, but... Yeah. No! Reconfiguring the aircraft now. See if we can see switches being switched and flipped and... Oh, funky. Could get funky. An early funk. Watch this one turn, man. Watch this one turn. Oh man, that's pretty beautiful. That is. Sugar, yeah. Do you want me to switch it out? Okay, stand by. Stand by, folks. Are they seeing all this? Tenny 80 Papa. So there we are. Well, firstly, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the delay. When I came and had a look at this about a month or, well, maybe even more than that, I think. Yeah, no, about a month ago, I think. John O called me up and said, look, we've got an idea to come back to the LFB. I want you back, and all that. Big shout out to whichever watch is on today. I don't know which one it is, but I'm sure someone will come on and tell us. Maybe Jono will text me. I don't know. But anyway, we're at the London Fire Brigade, ladies and gents, as you can see as bottom right, which is on the Northern Perimeter Road, right opposite runway 27 right 09 left. So now, when I came and did my recce here, I was kind of in a hurry, so I jumped up, I parked the van up, jumped up on the van, looked down the runway, saw what we were looking at, and I was like, yeah, 100% mate, that'll totally work. Now, as soon as I got up here, when I had obviously a lot more time, I immediately noticed that we're missing. I mean, it's not vital, but to me it's like, well, if you can make that extra little bit of effort, it'll help, because obviously we're not on the roof of the LFB anymore, we're on the van, because they've spent a lot of money on their roof, and they don't want someone traipsing all over it, putting muddy footprints on it and all that kind of stuff. So what I need to do, just open up that quickly. So upon arriving here, I had to increase the height of the van, which is not a problem, the platform. Now the thing is that it's a bit of a guesstimate. So you obviously start a little bit, should have gone a little bit higher with a little bit of blooming luck. But obviously not this time. But anyway, we'll get into it. This post here that you're looking at here, that's, as you can see, where we've got to raise the platform. Now raising it isn't literally just a couple of bolts and push it. It's like there's boards here, there's safety rails, there's all that sort of stuff that needs to be repositioned So I can't do it literally while I'm live. Vietnam, nice. Now this exit here, right here, they do try and get it. Just it's gonna make it. Beautiful aeroplane. Great thing is that we get some pretty amazing views. Now, right at this position, depending on how well versed this flight crew is in terms of the layout of Heathrow and the knowledge of where they're going, they will start to reconfigure the aircraft quite quick, get into their taxi regime really quick. Whereas you might see sometimes some pilots will stop at the entry to the taxiway just to double check that they're turning left onto whatever or right onto whatever. But the ground spoilers have already been see the flaps coming up now. Hear the winders, the motors. So what are we thinking, Jill? People liking it, or some classic bank shots? It's something different, and I tell you what, the old well, it's a revised location of an old location, isn't it? Let's if you want to be yeah, right. And anyway, for a lot of people, it will be a new location, because it's obviously in the last month we've had quite a number of thousand people see the channel for the first time, so weren't aware that we were at the LFB. So we're not trying to be smart saying it's a new location, but it is a new location, if you know what I mean, because it's not the roof. But anyway, whatever. Are we going to nitpick for the rest of the day? So terminal, I've just been watching some nice little bit of almost Los Angeles there, isn't it? That's very old, that walk bridge. All that red brick building paraphernalia. That car park there is also part of the original Heathrow as well. Think, when you look at some of these buildings, you look at the paraphernalia on them, it's unbelievable, isn't it? But obviously, you know, there's going to be a lot of people on here who remember watching from the Queen's building all those many moons ago. So now, the one thing I've had to do is put the yeah. This lamppost, I've got to say, are the big ones anyway. Good look, a good view across. See the runway, at least see that post's going to go, isn't it? Next time we're here. And this is more sort of like infrequent than frequent, this position. Obviously because of the fact that we're on 09s. We could do 27s on it, but we have to get up higher. So, you know, a couple of little things to work out and iron out, but I'm sure you'll be patient with me. Okay, that's that triple just gone out. Right, here we go then. Just getting me bearings at the moment, folks. Really, more than anything else. Sun's right in my face as well when I'm facing to the right. So I've got a few things against me at the moment. Now, what's interesting? Oh, Helen Clapp Qantas in trouble for selling tickets for cancelled flights. Selling tickets for cancelled flights. There must have been some kind of a glitch in the system, wasn't there? Where they didn't get notice of them or didn't update their website, maybe. I'm guessing someone's... I don't think they will have done it, you know, on purpose. You know, dodgy move and all that. I think it would be more a case of a glitch in the electronic ticketing system. Cedar City, Utah. Sounds lovely. That's a big cedar trees over there, is that? What's that? What's 18 months? Screen So interesting, some interesting stuff in the news. Of course, the whole Boeing thing just carries on going, doesn't it? Boeing, we carry on going. You can have that one on me, mate. Emirates, interesting. Emirates have brought another A380 back into service. I think it was one of their oldest, or it's just been stored. Since 4 years, I think it is, that their latest, because obviously they were planning on having new jets, more availability of new jets by this stage, but you know, there's big delays, isn't there, with deliveries from all sides, you know, Airbus and Boeing, and you know, what are you going to do? I think it's 6 to 7 years, isn't it? Is it 6 years or something? Before, if you ordered a jet today, it'd be about 6 years before you. This is 767, isn't it? Wherever you are, you're going to get. We'll get that touchdown, don't you worry about it. Next time we're out here. The good thing is, no, 737. Tell you what, that heat haze pays a bit. These guys have just ordered the E2, haven't they? A big batch of E2s. Yeah, leased from the. We've seen, you know, the ones with the tail. The livery on the tail looks like it's pixelated. Hazel. 3 of them, I think, from Hazel. Yeah, crazy. So Emirates have carried out a test flight out of DXB on Wednesday, 1st of May. 2-hour flight, 43,000 feet. Obviously to perform all the checks and make sure that, I don't know if they flew it gear down or what, but I'd imagine that with the facilities that Emirates have got, they would have likely done a swing check on that undercarriage before they flew her. Or at least serviced the undercarriage, because It's not just a case of doing a swing check, it's also with the amount of weight that's sitting on those main gear for 4 years. I mean, obviously they've, I think they will have probably put her up on jacks, I would have thought, wouldn't they? If they knew that they were going to store it for that amount of time. I would have thought. Who's got any word on that? Rachel Van Zeller, as far as I am aware, yeah, I think the Global 380 is going to stay at Prestwick. I think it's actually going to be undergoing its maintenance there and the refit. So obviously, I'd imagine that High Fly have that capability at Prestwick, maybe. Aviation 4K, I don't think that's what it's looking for, is it Prestwick? It can't find what it's looking for, or I didn't know, I wasn't aware that it was flying on anywhere else. I was under the impression somebody said that it's going to stay there for, I mean, they can fly engineers in, they can fly technicians in. They can carry out the majority of tests, I'm guessing, you know, whether the engines are going to need any significant amount of work done on them, I'm not sure. This is nice. China Airlines 350, second out, that will be sweet. Now, they're quite loud when they come up to this point, if they're trying for this exit. I just had the Rwanda Air back wheels smoking, literally. Oh. Disregarding the speed thingamajig, you know. That's insane. Helen Clapp, what's the new business class all about? Would that be a refit? Yeah, well, we're hearing that it is going to be a full cabin refit, which, wow. I looked that up the other day, and I think, what was it? How much did it? Let's have a little look. Hold on a minute. Comments here. I think. Stand by, folks. Because I've got the camera up so high. Nice Max. Sorry, folks. Brakes. One of the noticeable things on the Max, as you can see there, those scalloped engine cowls. Amongst other things, the back end of it, more like a Dreamliner. It's got the twin lights, one either side. It should be seen. So next time we're here, we will have a better view, folks. Trust me. And be over that, because we are so close to that touchdown there. I don't know. Is he going to run out? Going to run it past that exit. Now, this is another reason why we need to get up higher. These posts won't be in the shot, obviously, that you're seeing here. And that rooftop as well, we're going to aim to get above that rooftop. Just a little bit more planning and we'll have it done. But, like I say, just see if that's if I've got that. $30 to $50 million for a refit. Obviously depends on the size of the aircraft, but an A380 can run between $30 and $50 million to refit. So it's even more money, isn't it? Melanie, one of my former students, got onto the Lufthansa cadet program. Established a 747 captain at VA, so he always knew he wanted to fly. Your next trip? Well, is that a bit of a funk shot there? Is it right slap bang in the middle there? What a great looking aeroplane, man. When you want to put a silencer on your lights, just waking all the neighbours up at 7 o'clock in the morning when you go to work. It's nice, isn't it? Hello, my name's John. John, I'm your new neighbour. Yeah, no need to introduce yourself, mate. You did this morning at 7 o'clock. Ever thought about getting a silencer? Silence! Kind of thing's reserved for the racetrack or the dirt track, isn't it? Sounds ridiculous, isn't it? Great looking jet, tail livery is fantastic. Down at Toulouse next week, folks. So planning to obviously see the Emirates 350-900 without its engines in glider format. they're looking at how the 900s get on before they look at ordering the 1000s. So I know that Airbus will be pretty keen to get the aircraft in service with Emirates so that they can get that report back, and hopefully Rolls-Royce will, which is another interesting story. Their share price just keeps going up and up and up. It's crazy, but and they're obviously getting a lot of orders with all the Airbus orders, most of them anyway. Well, not all of them. Pratt & Whitney, of course, and LEAP are obviously the big suppliers for the narrow body jets. These ones here. So either the LEAP engine, which is the replacement for the CFM56 engine, which is what you see on some A320s and 737 NGs, that kind of stuff, or the Pratt & Whitney engine, which is obviously stands for itself, doesn't it? So that's why Rolls-Royce are looking to get the new Ultrafan into service as soon as possible, so that they can develop a smaller variant that can go up against the LEAPs and the Pratt & Whitneys. Wow. Trent 700s, you can see this. Well, we do. So clamshell reversers on that 330. Obviously Turkish got a lot of modern jets now, haven't they? Got a good mixture of Boeing and Airbus, haven't they? We've got the 777s, the 787s, 350s, 330s, 330 Neos, got 737s as well. So, you know, a good eclectic mix. I think I'm right there. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be right. The Air India, yeah. They've obviously one of those other ones scraped through, didn't it? And just missed the new livery program. I'm guessing it's crazy. I mean, they would have known about that. Obviously, it was just too late in the order process. I'm guessing, must have been. Giant B, loving Turkish Airlines. Pete, we're not on the, without wanting to sound, you know, well, we've got a pushback coming up here for the Royal Jordanian. So yeah, Aer Lingus. I think there's an Aer Lingus 321. Is it the XLR, the one that's at Toulouse at the moment, without engines? Because they were supposed to be the launch customer, but because of strikes, it appears that they are they're not going to be the launch customer, and Aer Lingus are spitting feathers basically about it, because they wanted to. Obviously, it's a big moment in your in your airline's history, isn't it? Being the launch customer for an aircraft, and Oh, how did that launch go? Yeah, no, we didn't do it. Oh, why is that? We had people on strike. Mate, couldn't they have just for that, you know, couldn't they have made some special arrangements to not be on strike just for the delivery, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if it was linked to the delivery or... So there's your wing walker there. So now, this guy here is responsible, obviously. You know, he's not looking up at the top of the wing there, but obviously he doesn't really need to, because there's a lot of stuff out there it's a big open space. But, you know, he wants to be watching other stuff around him, and that's kind of what happened with that. With the wing walker, with the Virgin Atlantic jet. And of course, the you know, in defence of the tug driver, him or herself, you can't see very much. You can't really see. Obviously, you can see if there's a... Ooh, stand by. Stay right there. Boards are already retracted. Big carbon, everything's carbon on there. All the flight control surfaces. The outboard ailerons are massive. Hello, mate. Mate, can you go and stand over there, please, fella? Can you stand on the pavement over there, please? Thanks, man. Cheers. Thank you. Such a slick looking jet. You see why I think the A220 has a slight similarity to the A350 in terms of its front end. Very modern Airbus style, because this, you know, the 320, much stubbier sort of nose on it. Still got quite a long nose, but shut up, big nose. But it's whereas this, if you're from back in the old school days, the Comet, the de Havilland Comet, have a look at that. So he's obviously got some, because they're normally, oh no, it's special, no, hold on a minute, that's the oil, that might be it. Clean Car Clinic. It's gifted a membership. Thank you, mate. Aidan Campbell, very close to a Comet. In from Los Angeles, we have a Virgin 350. So not the normal cows, is it? Obviously, that we're used to seeing on the Royal Brunei. They match, don't they? They match the sort of like slate finish. But obviously, we've seen this quite a few times. But that's a serviceable item, the engine cowl. So obviously, you know, it's something that if they don't carry spares, then obviously they have to either lease them or borrow them or just use some from their spares department. Great when you see those boards come up. Interesting thing that I was reading the other day about the fairing on the 350 and that segment there that you see aft of the wing, which sort of like is a, I'm sure that it's a vortex generator, flow generator for the to clean it up after the wing. Look at the bug look about it. Now remember, the early 1000s actually had 3 sensors over the nose as well. It went all the way round the nose, like 3 at the side, 3 at the 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and 3 over the top as well. They've cleaned that up, and obviously the whatever the sensors were, they've managed to put them on the aircraft now. So that's another way to identify, I'm guessing, an older 1000, because obviously there was the first, and it was only on the 1000s as well. That was another way to identify a 1000 in the early days, but I'm wondering if those early 1000s were the ones that had the different winglets. There's a question for you. Caravelle. Someone mentioned Caravelle there. Yeah, it's got that look about it as well. The Caravelle, which actually the reason why it looks so familiar is because the Caravelle, the manufacturers of the Caravelle actually did a deal with Comet, with de Havilland, to use the front end, the nose section of the Comet on the Caravelle, and not a lot of people know that. Oh, Hodgie that is, isn't it? That Royal Jordanian was delivered to them with white engine cowls. Interesting. Why is that? That's very interesting, because surely we can get some kind of an answer on that. Sunil, Caravelles were cool. Well, I remember them. I'm that old that I remember them flying into Gatwick. I I never saw them. I mean, I only came to the Queen's Building once, I think, but I was very young, and so I don't really remember. I mean, I would have seen, you know, 707s, DC-8s, TriStars, DC-10s. So 10 years old, that would be 73. So 1973, I think the Caravelle was still just about in service then, wasn't it? Someone's going to say, yeah, it went on till the 1980s. Let's have a little look. Hold on. I'll just get this back shot. So from Emirates introducing another A380 into their fleet, or back into their fleet, 4 years from flying, literally being in service, that aircraft. She's been stored for 4 years. Going to be looking to put her back into service pretty quickly, and that is down partly to the delay in new aircraft, the delivery of new aircraft. KC rallying planes. Well, there was nothing louder, really, was there? There was nothing louder than Concorde. Unless you had an F-15 or a Phantom or something like that was... don't worry about that there, folks. That's going to go next time we're here. So I think we're likely to see, hopefully, quite a bit of stuff down in Toulouse next week. We just have to hope that they're on 09s. I think you said through till next Wednesday or something, didn't you, Jilly? I seem very cool. Oh, was it? I think you said this week and maybe into even next week. Oh, missed this. Here we go. So I don't know how many of these they've got painted up. Certainly a Dreamliner, certainly this 777, and certainly a 787-10. Haven't they? Or is it just the one Dreamliner 10? Yeah. Well, maybe it's just two of these then. Two in the. Well, obviously they've got the one in the that they put in as a special livery, didn't they? All right, mate.
Yeah, you?
How are you doing?
I was just intrigued about your location.
How were you?
How come you're not
On the roof?
no,
Just because they're on 09s and they don't go up that far. When they land at this end, this is the best position.
how do your authorities this
Yeah, we've got a I've got a CAD running. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Yeah. Anybody mentioning there about how many? Because they have one. Was this the one that they put in a special livery before they actually announced that they were doing the new livery like this? Do you see what I mean? Or not? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. Stand by. Maybe just. Just turn this around here. Well, folks, I just want to be able to. I want to be able to see your comments. So I'm just going to make a couple of adjustments here. What's up? Oh, okay, we've got a member on a jet, haven't we? Have we? Is that her? That's not her going out now, is it? Okay. Right, that's better. I can put the phone in that position. That's no problem at all. So I'm just going to stand by. See if that goes better. Okay. And what's the details? Lindsay is on this jet. Stand by, folks. To Oslo. I think she messaged us. When was it? The other day, actually, was it? Or so. Lindsay, and it's BA, is it? It's a BA flight, is it? Neo or CEO? There she is. She's nervous. Oh, bless her. Well, I hope she enjoys it, and then, yeah. Yeah, totally. And then she'll look forward to the return flight, hopefully. Yeah, never. Well, I mean, I say never be nervous. It's easy. It's easier said than done for anybody who's not a nervous flyer, you know. But yeah. I mean, you know, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Even I get a little bit nervous when, you know, if we've got some, you know, some dodgy weather to climb out into. I'll be honest with you, no, I'm not. What am I? I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, go on. Yeah, miles high, you do sometimes get worked up and nervous, and then realise what, or then ask yourself the question: was it really all worth it? But you know, great thing is that once you've done it once, I'm guessing Kurt. Right, what we got? Anything half decent? Looks like a Neo to me. Oh, Raptorex, Air China, 777. Love China livery 2 out. So that'll be after this one, I'm guessing. And there it is, yeah. I can see her on the horizon there. China B used to be a nervous flyer, not anymore. We've got a lot of people who used to be nervous flyers, who no longer are, which is great. And they do say, and their words, not mine, they do say that it's as a result of watching Big Jet TV. A lot of people saying that. I mean, otherwise we probably wouldn't get the messages, would we? Why would they just randomly, you know? What's Big Jet TV then? I don't know, but I'm just a nervous flyer. Okay. That's fine. We'll get up there. There we go. Big old barn door flaps on the triple, in it. Good call. Good call. Yeah, interesting old scenario with what's happening at Rolls-Royce. Well, interesting sort of like the story of what's happening about the share price and all that. How astronomically high it is, and when it's going to peak. I'm guessing that just means that because of the Rolls-Royce order book is just looking very, very strong at the moment. HGC climb out shots. We've got a bit of ATR off in the distance there, is it? Logan Air. a gear issue on that little Iberia jet. We have, haven't we? That CFM powered. Actually see that quite often now, isn't it? It's not a rare sight anymore. Well, I mean, I doubt it's probably ever been a rare sight, but I'd say we've been filming that more regularly over the last year or so. Either that we just missed it, I don't know, but result of a one or two or three things really: brake failure, hot brakes, or the warning inside the undercarriage bay, the hot warning sensors not operational maybe, or you know, because there are sensors inside the undercarriage bay which sense when obviously there is a heat build-up, and obviously if that sensor fails, then obviously they need to this is fast. Gotta get that 350, man. Hear that hum? Oh, sorry about that. Overweight. Imbalanced camera, should I say. Shots. So, okay. Yeah. And let go of the just dips because of the possibly put it forward. Let me try that. Big notes on the outside. Interesting, like I showed you the other day, folks. By the way, I know I said that we were going to be doing something on Friday. We're not now, and the reason for that, folks, is because we were waiting on a meeting, and that where we were going to, we were going to travel there on Thursday, but unfortunately a meeting that we've been waiting a long time for has come up, and we've got to take advantage of it because you know, their availability is like once a year or something. So we've got to do that, which kind of like cancels out the opportunity to do Friday because of the travelling. But never mind, we're already on the cards for doing it at the end of June, which they're very happy with. Let me see if I can make this up. No. So did I think it was that, but no. It turns out that it's just going to be stand by, folks. Just. Just trying to rig this phone up, folks, so that I can read your comments without the thing. Got to counterbalance the weight on it so that it's over that side. I think that might have done it. Me, I've got a springs going on it. Oh, yeah. E-Pre. It's a good wash, doesn't it? Robust then. Domino. Whereabouts did you go, Domino? Did you go to the spectators viewing park in it? The RVP, is it? Runway Visitors Park? Fantastic place to visit that. Or did you go over the other side? Prestwick, Aviation, Star and Art 320 out to Zagreb. KC Rallying Planes. Yeah, we're very lucky, KC Rally. Obviously out there in Dublin. They've got Ryanair, Aer Lingus, right? Well, you do get in Dublin. You do get, you know, your Etihads. You got Etihad, haven't you? You got Emirates. You got United, a couple of United jets in there, isn't it? American, I'm pretty sure. It's, mentioning the RVP. The airport pub's not next door though, is it? Are they going to taxi that with the doors open? Look, are they? Oh no, it's just looks like the doors are open. They've obviously closed them on. Off to gate with you. Yeah, airport pub's up the other end of the runway, isn't it? Up the other end of the runway. Which is a big hump at Manchester, isn't it? So you can sort of like struggle to see the far end because it's literally ramps up in the middle. Boston bound. Yeah, the kangaroo route. Known that for that because of the hops, the amount of hops that they had to go through getting there. It's sort of like Malaysia and places like that. Rab H. Odette's niece is landing on British Airways 168 from Shanghai, approximately 6:13. You get that, GP? Needs to be in the sixth system, isn't it? BA168. Can you just put BA168? You don't have to put BAW, don't you? Oh, okay. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, there it is. Dreamliner. It's the long way out. Well, actually, it's a long way out. 26 minutes out. Actually, just about to vector the English coast. Wow, look at that. He's got a quick, isn't he? Crazy, man. How quick that thing's going to get up to its cruise altitude. Someone's making a bit of noise. Thought they were going for that exit. Make that one. Okay, fair enough. Brakes nice and hot. It takes around about 90 minutes for the brakes to cool. On average, I think. Tunbridge Wells. What's that? Gareth Lydia is just noticed that he's a 4-stripe. Fair play, Gareth. So look for the slats, the leading edge wing slats. They will be retracted shortly. There they go. Is it see that leading edge? You can clearly see that now. The reason why it's not painted is because it's actually a mast, folks. It's an aerial. The VHF aerials that they used to have on the ends of the wings, certainly on these 747s, they now have integrated them into the vertical stabilizer, and what a great place to have it. Going to be great in wet conditions here, folks. Get the heavy-duty reversers. This is nice. He's happy. Yeah, going to be great spray action. Both off the wheels, but most aggressively off the reversers. Emirate, thank you. Raptor X from Casablanca. Hey again, Sam. All the airports, you know, the wild. Cathay Pacific 350, third to land, 9 off phase. There it is there. Have a look at that. Wow. Gee, that could be coming your way very loud. Like a fan. I might be completely wrong. Just going on the length of it. New variant. Oh, it's 90, yeah. Look at a wing on that. Sorry about that. Gracious. Leopoldo Pinzon, welcome back to first class as a member. Leopoldo. Wing flexing up, folks. Look how far that wing flexes. Look at that. Crazy. Chester Draws has gifted a membership. Now his name is Chester, isn't it? Because someone's dog's called Chester, and I was calling out the dog, and Chester Draws thought I was shouting at him. But is his real surname Draws? Brilliant if it is. I don't think it is somehow, but you never know. Maybe his folks were having a laugh when they named him, which is really cool. No. Joanna B, nice wing flex on that 350. It is just phenomenal, isn't it, folks? Hodgie has gifted a membership. Thank you, Hodgie. Fly SSC. We're not at the Renaissance, my friend. We're at the LFB. Bottom right-hand side of corner of your screen. It says it right there. The London Fire Brigade, folks. And of course, we like to do our bit for the folks here at the London Fire Brigade, but not only the London Fire Brigade, but all the fire services around the world, literally, because really at the end of the day they're all doing exactly the same thing, aren't they? Fighting fires and trying to make people aware of the dangers of fire. And the biggest thing for me is those... His name's Jason, is it? Oh, okay, so completely wrong. Sorry, mate. Jason Cupboard. Sorry. Yeah. So obviously, my biggest beef is, you know, the concerns that people have over fire safety in terms of the lithium batteries are concerned, and that is all really down to the supply chain and the manufacturers. You know, unfortunately, there are too many knockoffs, and they are blooming dangerous. Really dangerous. Every time I get an Uber Eats delivered to me, geezer, when he turns up on his electric bike, I see this dodgy name that I've never seen before. I'm like, oh mate, are you charging your battery at home in your, you know, in your living room with all your mates, or with your mum and dad and all that sort of living there and that? It's like, so the good thing is that on their website, on the LFB's website, they've got some information about that and things that you need to look out for. And you know what? People might think that you know, don't worry about it, mate, I've got it covered. But trust me, we've had quite a few people on here who've been to that website and actually taken advice from it. Gone, I didn't think about that, whatever it might be. What's trouble, Nuggets? Hey? Oh. Jerry shouting out to LCY Paul for the gifted memberships. So generous and very much appreciated, yes. So we will obviously, next time we're here, before I leave here today, I'm going to make some, I've got tape with me, so I know exactly where to bring the bars up to next time. We need to come up another foot, is the way I see it, but I will get the absolute measurement when I break it down. Smoke alarm batteries, Ross Jim. Yeah, that's another thing, isn't it? But mind you, these days, I've got to be honest with you, most smoke alarms, they have that annoying beep, don't they, when the battery starts to die or start up on that Virgin Dreamliner. And a lot of them do it voluntarily as well, so you know, I can't believe that there are actual people in this world who give the fire service grief, you know, throwing stones at them and all that kind of thing. Those sorts of people need to be hauled up in front of some kind of like a hard labour camp of some sort, so they can appreciate a little bit more. Peugeot Lamb, talking to Charles Toast about the bucket-style reversers. Clamshells are the outward opening thrust reversers. Yeah, they're like doors, aren't they, really? On the A320 CFM and A330 Trent 700s. Okay, so clamshells are the outward opening ones. Okay, they are the those are the bucket type reversers. He's talking about the bucket type reversers on things like the old DC9s and the old Pratt & Whitney JT8Ds and stuff like that. You know, that they had on the DC9s and 737s, early 737 Trent 8s or 9s, one of the two or whatever they were, had bucket reversers. You remember those? I think that was partially the reason why the British Airways 737 had its issues. All of the reverser systems are cold stream. Nice. When I say cold stream, it means that the air that's used for the reversing is actually air from bypass air, but it still comes out pretty hot. You can see it when it's literally blowing a wall of air. One in, one out. It might go in that gate. You never know. This guy might have to wait a few minutes. This guy here, although I think he's ready to go, this guy here may have to wait. So of course the latest problem to hit the Boeing people, unfortunately, another 787 issue. This one to do with the assembly. The assembly of the wing to the fuselage. Of course, the last issue they had from the FAL, or final assembly line, was the people saying that there were people literally jumping on some of the components, the fuselage joints, to get them to align, which is crazy, isn't it? To see people, I mean, that's almost comical, isn't it? It's a Neo. That's the Trent 7000 engine. It's difficult here, man. It's difficult because you have to literally have our eyes in the back of my head, in my head. We should have that. We should have that. What's her name? Soon, isn't it? On the Dreamliner, on the BA Dreamliner, BA3, what's it? Oh, okay, so when events in Nice. Yeah, where is it? 2 out, sorry. Yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I gotcha. It was 168, wasn't it? Okay. Bachresach. That way. He likes to keep his airplane nice and clean. It's a clean machine. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There's the 10. There's the 10 going out. Nice. Do like the 787-10. Obviously, the issue with Boeing is, in terms of their Dreamliner deliveries, is stalled as well, hasn't it? Max's Dreamliners, 777, 200 is basically the 200 freighter's really the only one that they're making. Just heard also what's quite interesting, completely going against the regulatory bodies, what do you call it? MO, should we say, to keep, you know, to phase out old engines. The 767 was supposed to be. Production was supposed to stop on the 767 in 2027, I think, but now they've extended it another 5 years. And the reason for that is because of the, I think it's ICAO or something, the regulations. And that sort of like links to older variants of the 747 as well, with CFM engines, with Pratt & Whitney's. I mean, I'd imagine that they will still allow freighters to operate for the foreseeable. They may have to extend that again because of the delay in deliveries of new variants, new next generation freighters. Of course, the 350 freighter is a hybrid jet, isn't it? Sort of like between a 900 and a 1000, longer than a 9, shorter than 1000, I think. Shoot that poison arrow! Such a great shot, that bank shot, man, I'm telling you. Jimmy G, it is elegant, isn't it? Each aircraft has its uniqueness. And I tell you what, the 350, it's a proper Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, isn't it? Keefy Weefy. Member's niece, folks. Of course, you can't put the window blind up and down, can you? Another set of trends. Listen for the hum. Listen out for the hum. Here it comes. I think that hum is kind of like what they have on the Pratt & Whitneys. Low speed air over the fan blades. The main possibly. Humming is very prominent on the CF6. Interesting. Can't say I've ever heard the humming on the CF6. Certainly very noticeable on those Trents. those 8s. Like I say, I don't know, is Kujro able to confirm that that is the low speed air passing over the low speed, the main fan blades. Vancouver back. Yeah. Have a listen out those CF6, the CF6 hum next time. Of course, the hum is only noticeable at low speed when she's actually throttled right back. Red 5, loving the new location. Thanks, Red 5. Well, it's good to mix it up, isn't it? It's not. This isn't the end of, we've got, this is just another option for 09s. Obviously, we've got the other side of the field for 09s, the roll-on point for departures. But some people like to see the landings. Of course, like I said earlier, this was just well, not so much a test, but it's in terms of the height, I wasn't 100% sure of what height I needed to go to when I came and did the initial recce. But obviously now I'm fully aware of the fact that I need to go up by a foot. I think another foot will probably do it. We'll obviously check that out in due course. Unfortunately, it's something that I can't do when I'm, because there's a multiple amount of fixings supporting the support platform, if you know what I mean. CPR, would you ever go to the paddock for 9 departures? Well, we've been to the paddock for 9 departures. The paddock for 9 departures, you might as well do 27 left departures. Because obviously you don't have as much of an issue with the trucks down at the other end. I mean, we can do it, yeah, but it's not a good opportunity to look at any other parts of the airfield apart from the BA maintenance, and otherwise you're looking through paraphernalia and your structures and masts and stuff like that. I mean, there's obviously a lot of posts around here. It's something you just can't avoid at an airport. Podgy, China Southern 350, turning final rules, third to land. Philip Jones, I see Aaron, you are looking to buy a second-hand 380s to ease congestion at airports. When did you read that, Philip? That must be very recent news. Air India looking to buy up second-hand A380s. So, I bet flipping Korean are a little bit gutted that they've gone and chopped their one up, haven't they? They chopped one up the other day at the airport as well, right in view of everyone. What a travesty, man. Yeah. Just like, didn't even take the rudder off her or anything. No, the elevators are still on the empennage. Just chopped the empennage off, like with a great big chainsaw. It was obviously detached properly, but there was a big tear of alloy. It's clickbait, is it? Okay, someone. Unfortunately, be very wary of clickbait, folks. you know, someone only has to say something. Oh, yeah, there's some dodgy old channels out there, you know, YouTube and otherwise, you know, all over the place, websites, etc., etc. And a lot of them are guilty of sort of like getting you to go there and click on their channel. No APU running on that 777 at the moment, interestingly enough. Oh gosh, yeah, right, okay. Okay, so it's the same channel that Freddie Laker, we're spoiled for choice. Thank you. Well, we do it for you folks at the end of the day. I'm not just one to sort of like, you know, sit back on my laurels and go, right, well, that's it then, you know, we've got the courtyard, we've got the Renaissance, you know, we've got the HGI, we'll just leave it at that, or the paddock. No, we've got 3 new locations now. We go all that trouble, didn't you? Unbearable. Unbearable. Really? Oh. A321 Neo is rapidly becoming a very fast seller. I think they said an unknown lease company placed an order for 30 odd 321 Neos, or was it 320 Neos? Let's just have a little look. I saw a post. There's the lot announcement for their 3 E2 jets for the summer that they're leasing. Remember seeing Indigo's 320 Neos at Toulouse last time we were there. Well, we're going to see 350s in the future. We're going to be some way off, I would have thought, but new long-haul destinations from Indigo. So A350s. Don't forget, folks, there are from time to time there's a lot of cancellations with orders as well, with the new aircraft. There are cancellations, and sometimes those aircraft are sort of like either very close to finalising their build when they're cancelled, so which means that airlines can take the option and the opportunity of getting those aircraft sooner. A bit like what Virgin did with their 350s as well, using the AIRBUS family flight aircraft. In other words, it's a bit like going to a car dealership and buying an X demonstrator. All right, Sam. Oh, somebody's saying they like the contrast in size with the American jet and the trucks. Which was that? Oh. Okay. Oh. Well, why did they get that one wrong? What was the reasoning behind that? Oh, okay. So. Oh, because it was coming from the same place. So that BA168 was not carrying Odette's niece. Take two. Jimmy G's just noticed this stuff. Yeah, arrow. Someone's niece was no doubt on it. Really? That's fantastic. Oh, it's going rogue, is it? Oh, you can't make it up. Well, we'll get a glimpse of her. Okay, here we go. Oh. Ah, yeah, no, it's coming in this runway, isn't it? Totally coming in this runway. Oh, did it? Oh, yeah, I see, yeah. Tianjin 330-200 inbound, 45 minutes from Shenzhen. And 330-300, 52 minutes. Two Shenzhen jets coming in. Wow. I probably do. Shots. Will W. I think CZ. CZ. are being forced to take on 100 Comac C919s. Yeah, their order book's crazy for those Comacs, isn't it? But CZ, am I being dim here? CZ. Or Z. Jeez, this time. See if we can see the wheels turn here on this exit. You see them? It's such a tiny degree that those wheels turn. Is it in next, Johnny? Is it in next? Oh, where is it? Okay, this is it now. Smallest scaffolder. Could have done with him earlier on. Oh, nice! Caught the touchdown, man. Yeah, sign of things to come. A, when it's wet, and B, when we're up a little bit. Awesome. Now she's I don't know which side she's on. Oh, China's Southern will W. Thank you. China's Southern being forced to take those. Wow. Being forced to take those jets. Interesting. Rather than Neos or anything else for that matter. Wow, your own government forcing you to purchase, you know, understandably in some cases, you know, China's new jet. But forced. It's obviously a very awkward boardroom kind of meeting, isn't it? So you're going to take these Comac, these C919s, aren't you? No, we didn't have them. Yeah, you are. Okay, no idea. Yeah. You've signed the order for them already. Oh, did we? Oh, okay then. This is yours, isn't it? Nice. Go on, Cat. See how widely spaced main gear is on the 350 compared to the busy and tight 777. Here. See how wide the axle is on the 350 compared to the well, it's actually, I'm pretty sure that it's a wider track on the 359 than it is on the 350 1000. I don't know whether it is or it isn't, but It just certainly appears to be a sort of like more wider track. Doesn't seem enough, does it? Oman Air 7879 Dreamliner from Muscat on finals. Yeah, I've got that. She's 2 out, I think. 777 Penny. Loving the Asiana livery. Pretty simplistic up front, but very unique. Up the back, the main tail livery. Yeah, don't you worry about it, Kev. We'll be back up at the courtyard before long. Just obviously, when they're on 09s, we're kind of limited to 2 positions, really, isn't it? I mean, yeah, could kind of, you know, well, actually, no, we're not. We're limited to 1, 2, 3, 4 position. Isn't it? We could do Hilton Garden Inn, head-on departures with them. Didn't we do that the other week? 09 departures at the HGI, I seem to recall. Someone's scheduled to fly on a Boeing 717 ES. A 717 on Friday. Blimey, fair play. I don't know, is that a bit controversial there? Wouldn't know, don't live in it. Well, yeah. They took ours off, didn't they? Way the winds are, Michael. It's you know, when they're on easterlies, when the winds are easterly, well, coming from the east, that is. Called 444. Sorry about that. We've seen it. Festival of Creativity many times. Never like to miss anything, obviously. It's nothing to do with that, man. I know what I'm doing. I've got. It's perfectly stable. I'm letting go now. I know what I'm doing, man. Thanks for that. I've only been doing it for like, you know. Oh, maybe he's watching the old. Going out. Cool. Got to balance it. You've got a foam attached as well onto the panning arm, so it's not just a case of like, you know. I know what I'm doing. Thanks anyway. Appreciate it. Pat bloke asking roughly how long an aircraft tile will last. Well, the first thing is that with a tyre on an aircraft tyre, it doesn't have a tread pattern like you get on cars or trucks or whatever. It just has ridges, and usually very few of them, maybe 4 or 5. A big central one and 2 either side maybe, but the rest of it is a very thick skin of rubber, which lasts absolutely ages. And when they come to be renewed, they don't. They just remolds. They literally retread the tyre carcass itself. There's quite a few videos online of it. Not many very good ones, I have to say, but there are enough of them. But yeah, they're all retreads. So the sidewall is something that's normally kept. They basically cut the main upper tread off. That comes off, and then they retread it by way of sort of like, heat glues and stuff like that. Very reliable. So basically, in terms of a brand new tyre, there obviously are brand new tyres out there and millions of them, but in order to save money, they will retread them. In fact, the majority of the tyres that people like Dunlop and Bridgestone and all that supply, the majority percentage would be retread. David Mead, welcome back, David. Oman looks similar to Vietnam. I don't think so. Vietnam is very unique in its sort of like green, and Oman is like a mainly white fuselage with flow lines, gold and silver, and so there is a gold line in it, but Aidan Campbell, a total of 4 A320s will serve as ambassadors of the European idea shortly before the European elections. The eye-catching message can be read on the fuselage and is framed by the European star. Aidan Campbell, nicely copied and pasted. Thank you, sir. NGC loving the shots of spoilers. David Mead, I got that. I got David, didn't I? He's a returning member. Cool shot of the 787 Sunil. James Wattel, HGC, Trev Lyon, Penny Haskins. What's it going to be like in the colour scheme on the Oman jet? I haven't caught one landing. There is one inbound, isn't there? There must be one inbound. Yeah. Where did I catch it? Okay, well, a lot of people mentioning it's lovely, so I must have done. It's... Okay, well, what's it then? Video streamline. 787-10, another 10. Kind of like it. So I can see that gold small scaffolder clobbered a wall with its wingtip. Oh! Get that. Oh, funky. Interesting. Ben Brown, hope you're well, my friend. Your studies and stuff is going well. What is it saying there? This Delta 350 London Heathrow operation is currently scheduled for a very limited time. There we go. 26th of August to 19th of September. Both the Team USA and LA 2028 aircraft are in the configuration that operates the London Heathrow service. So there we go. Thanks, Ben, updating us on the. It's going to be later on in the year. Yeah, Screaming Emu. I just mentioned that on the feed a little while ago about Boeing getting a 5-year exemption from the. They're actually supposed to be stopping production in 2027, 28, wasn't it? To be honest with you, in Boeing's defence there's a lot of European countries and operators that have rescheduled their sort of like zero emissions targets from what they were, 2030, most of them now saying it's going to be a lot later than that. And That's partly, once again, due to the availability of aircraft. But the 767, as a freighter that is, obviously not as a passenger jet. I'm guessing they will still, I think it's ICAO, isn't it? ICAO or something like that. Hodgie, the Air India 773 that's inbound in 5 minutes is ex-Etihad. Wow. Would should be in what? GENX. Senior 5 abreast seating on the A220. 5 abreast. Oh, it's 2-3, isn't it? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, the fact that it's a 5-seat abreast, 5-seat configuration, but it is 2-3. 2 on the left, 3 on the right. Always kind of like, yeah, I can't get my head around that. Because you kind of think, oh, blimey, the centre of gravity, well, not so much. Well, yeah, it's be heavy on the right, isn't it? I thought so, anyway. Penelope, fab sound. Nice one. That's cool. Thanks, Penelope. Nick Gray loved the A220 as a passenger. Yeah, flown on it a couple of times, and very comfy aircraft. Almost these new jets like the E2, especially the E2, the A220, but the E2 is very much like being on a private jet. Especially if you're travelling on a new one. Okay. Air India is now turning to finals. About 10 miles out probably. And then after that looks like Emirates 380. And the first of the Hainan jets. So we've got some exotic stuff. So the Emirates 380, get ready for that, folks. Because that'll give you a good idea of the sort of like sound that we're going to get here from the engines. Hardy family enjoying this location. Great feedback. Thank you, Hardy family. Hope you're all doing well. I kind of picture them sitting at the dinner table eating their dinner. Meal in the background. Clanking of cutlery and china. Screaming Emu, remember the physics dictates the centre of gravity. Left to right runs from wingtip to wingtip. So the fuselage is such a tiny portion that they can do anything they like. And it won't affect the roll. There we go. Yes, kind of makes sense. Coming up with an answer there. Excellent. Lou Landings would love to fly on an Embraer. Not the rarest of things, but certainly more for the regional stuff. So, you know, London City, that kind of thing. US airfields as well, using them for regional stuff, short hops, commuter stuff. Nice. Start up. Got no sensors there. Beautiful. Triple seven then. The Allison engines on the ERJ in it. BA livery, really? Kev Miller had some in the BA livery, did they? In there, isn't it? And that's an engine right there, isn't it? I wonder if that's an engine change happening on that 380 there. Yeah, got it. Okay, this is Air India's 777 on approach. Light now, much better light. Still a little bit of silhouette, but all in all, So she's got a new set of rims on her. Still cast alloys, isn't it? Or is it? It's still cast alloy that they use on the rims, airplane rims. Seven Lenny, thank you. Hey Nan. A380 short finals. Thank you, Stephen. Don't worry, you won't miss it. This one's going to run long. Being watched by the head office. How's that for timing? Certainly a term used. My dad used to call them puddle jumpers, you know, the ones that went across the channel from, you know, the Isle of Man and all that kind of stuff. And when my old man was retired off, he was given the option to fly what he called the puddle jumpers, and he was just like, mate, I'm not interested. I'd rather just stop flying, you know. And yeah, what a great show, man. Steffi Quinn, loving the shots, awesome. Make of it what we do. Above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. yeah, you know, I mean, I understand. I can totally, you know, see where my old man's coming from with. You know, one day you're flying DC-8s, the next day you're being asked to fly, you know, small props with a shed load of people on them, and they're like, we don't want to go through all that stuff. People. Yeah. It is the new Malta livery. I was going to say, are they sort of like, you know, is that it? We've seen it here before, haven't we? Malta livery. Oh, okay. Joe Pauly, no thrust reversers on the outboard. Oh, no, okay, yeah. Joe Pauly, yeah, that's standard procedure. On the A380, A380 does actually not have outboard thrust reversers, active thrust reversers, because they don't need them. They have enough braking power with the or brake power with the mains, 16 wheels of braking. When you multiply that 16 by probably 4 discs on each side, on each set, I would imagine somewhere in the region of 3 to 4 discs per set. Yeah, it has. Yeah. No, they've sort of like just done something, haven't they? Thomas Maggs, a friend of mine is air hostess on, well, we call him cabin crew, don't we? Now, Thomas Maggs has got a friend who is cabin crew on EK5 during 6:15. Eh? Oh, 8:15, sorry. Okay, so in an hour. Yeah. Fancy that one, folks? Run it through till 8:15. Have a bit of that. What's that? Oh. That's because I'm checking about that. Just going to jump down quickly and get a drink. Stand by, folks. No! Oh, Clark family, got to give that a shout out, the Clark family. What's his name? Sat watching our dog, who's on, or watching out for our dog, who's on QR12. Is that the 380? Ah, we'll give him a big send off. Trust me, I know what it's like. I had to, my friend very kindly looked after my cat for a year or 6 months. It felt like a bleeding year. When I came back from America, I had to leave Smudge, my cat, out there in San Diego with my mate for 6 months, and then when she flew back, it was all very stressful. But I was very grateful to me mate, firstly for looking after her, and also for cooperating with all the paperwork, because there is a lot of it. Probably more so now, I would imagine, than it was back 10, 15 years ago. Eva Air Triple 10 minutes out. Well, yeah, but they have to stay for rabies, do they not? Oh, okay. Okay, yep. Well, whatever happened to the resident fox in Heathrow? Well, I'm guessing that it's still there, still around, unless, of course, in the background, Heathrow did something about it, if you know what I mean. Raptor Tianjin Airlines A330-200 from Chongqing in 2 minutes. Well, I'll tell you what, that will be probably Trent 7 powered, I would imagine. So that will be the clamshell style reversers, or hinged door reversers. Some people call them differently. Okay, Hodgie, Tianjin, Tony finds about 5th to land. Okay, I've got a. So when we're a little bit higher, folks. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a ball. I wish I was a rabbit in a hat. We'll get a slightly better shot of that when next time we're here. I'm going to be a little bit. I'm in a funny sort of way. I'm hopeful that I'm going to come back here quite soon because I want to check it and test it. It's quite a. I have to say, folks, it's quite a process putting the platform up on top of the platform, if you see what I mean. There's a lot of sturdy bolts, health and safety, and all that has to be taken into consideration. This is another E2. Here we go. Look, engines almost look too big, don't they? The Profit Hunter. What's his name? Jim, the dog? What's it called? Oggy. Oggy. I wonder if they go. If they taught it to go. Oggy, oggy, oggy. He goes, ruff, ruff, ruff. Okay, roof. Okay, roof. Yes. GG, loving the new position. Nice and close. Neil Guy. Beautiful evening at Heathrow. It is. Tell you what, the sun's not in, but I'm in the shade now because from whence the sun has come from, it has now abated. See the spoiler being used also, or the flapper on, or whatever some people call it. I think more people on the being used as a speed brake as well. You see that email from a class watching us apparently, Julie? What's it? My class. Oh. The sophomore class watching. Sophomore. It's the sophomore. Oh, cool, man. Have they got a name that I can give a shout out to, like Jilly, or is it just the something sophomore? So Sarah with all of her sophomore class. Apologies for calling it sophomore. Was that when I was out in Anchorage? Yeah, sophomore. Oh look! A bunch of strapping lads. Here we go. Those reverses doors actually close in sequence. When I say in sequence, I mean in alignment, so to speak. Look how flush they are to the engines, man. I thought they were real young'uns, Jilly. They're like 20-year-olds for crying out loud. I don't know. Okay. Something's starting up. Craig Parker is a brand new member. Yeah, it is. It is. You never know, man. Yeah. But these guys are, you know, potentially new pilots or engineers, technicians. Yeah, yeah. I mean, look at Screaming Emu is a perfect example. He's a captain now on the Embraer E19, on the 195, isn't he? I think, or 190. It's gone back to the 190 to get captainship. But look, He started his career off as you know, working in the airline industry at the airport, wasn't it? Didn't he start off as a ramp agent or something like that, or? Dispatcher and all that kind of stuff. It's great to get that knowledge, you know. And let's face it, at the end of the day, if you love your aeroplanes, just getting a job at the airport is a cool thing, isn't it? It's a 200 variant. You see people may notice the rake on that aircraft in terms of the fact that it's tail high, sorry, should I say. In fact, look at the back row of windows there. They actually go up. Look at the difference from the beginning, the first set to the last set in terms of the height. It follows that line, but it is definitely upwards. There's definitely a ramp going up there. Look at that, they're going to both be together, look. Hello, mate. Seven from Haneda arriving. Likes the E2. Miles behind in the comments. I've just seen that. Eastbound, by the looks of it. Looks like the Singapore 380 is pushing back. Just missed her. We just missed her earlier on, but there you go. Maybe that was westbound. There goes your Vietnam jet. To be honest with you, nothing like the Oman Air livery. Maybe the design of the tail livery in terms of the shape might be something similar to Oman, but certainly Oman is... maybe the Oman has that green in the livery, perhaps. I don't know. You know, somewhere in the livery, yeah, in the banding. So I think those aircraft there, folks, all part of the Hong Kong Airlines group, I believe. I might be wrong. I usually am. I probably am. 3 heavies next, Shenzhen 330, then Eva Air 777, then Thai 777. Nice. Okay, got them long range. Next in after this one. Straight down to Worthing, the BA to Joburg. Right, there we go. Okay, yeah. Vectoring over Worthing. You can't make it up, can you? Lufthansa 737-200. 787 Vietnam livery is the best. Nice. It is pretty cool. It is pretty unique in its teal style. Oh, look, teal style. It's the teal green, isn't it? I think that was LA Girl that called it that. Oh, me nipples are like Scamell wheel nuts. Can hang me washing off them. Flipping heck. That's chilly, that wind, mate. I'm telling you, God bless you. Ben Brown, part of the Hainan Airlines group, Jerry, of which Hong Kong Airlines is part of as well. Okay, so part of this, all part of that. Oh, is the third one? Look. All very similar, sort of like looking livery. Another one with Trent 700s. Now you see, as time goes on, these aircraft, although maybe not so much the airframe, but the engines themselves are going to become obsolete, and in some countries will be outlawed. You ain't coming in this country with them in their engines, boy. You're not from around these parts, are you? A bit of hum on those tracks. Yeah, you see the reverser. That was you could clearly see that then. The shutters, you know, the shutters that block the air and blast it out the side. Zap. Configured quick, didn't they? My apologies to you and everybody else for missing that. Need hairs in the eyes in the back. Need hairs in the back of me head, yeah. Okay. Trying to beat. Take care. scrubby looking tie jet in it. Thai 777, number 10 on flight radar 24. Ellie Morgan. Yeah, well there we go. We've got a little bit of goodness out of that, like in the banking shot of that triple. Aaron Thomas on the Far East flights. Yeah, we've got 350 China, 350 inbound, isn't it? Nice. Jimmy G. Well, yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying about needing a spotter, but yeah, in the air, perhaps it's just difficult. Jilly's obviously busy doing what she's doing. No, I know, but I need it like, you know, now. It's like now, not next, you know, because between when you say next and now, it could, between and when it happens, it could, yeah, it could be, yeah. I think it's because of the size of the aircraft that the windows feel big, but they just do seem to be big, and on the E2 jet as well. Do seem to be slightly larger than the Airbus. Well, I say the Airbus. This is an Airbus, but the 320 family, shall we say. Diesel 13, Singapore 777, 10 minutes out, there we go. Okay. See the leading edge slats attracting there. Unique sort of like engine. Back end of it. Will W once flew in a Thai 777-4 from Heathrow to Amsterdam. Wow. And they had the 5th Freedom flight. Wow. Heathrow to Amsterdam. My goodness me. Barely have time to serve anything on those flights. Especially on a jumbo, man. They must have had to throttle right back. Did they actually serve anything on it? Because for the cabin crew, that would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? I can understand it from for a small jet that they can do that. It always amazes me when I see, you know, when I fly to Schiphol and they manage the cabin crew, you know, manage to serve meals and snacks and drinks and all that kind of stuff. And get it all done and cleared up by before we land. But in a jumbo jet, I can't imagine that would have been possible, would it? Obviously, you get more cabin crew, obviously, on a bigger aircraft, so more people, you know, do the service and all that kind of thing. But wow, that's a short hop, innit? I'm trying to remember when I flew that. Was it a BA 350 to short haul? Was it somewhere? What was it? Chile, the Madrid, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure they served food and snacks and drinks. Thank you. There we go. There we go. That's what you want to call it. 200. But she's at 100. Five-minute flight, it is, isn't it? That's insane. Oh, going out. Right, yeah. Stunner. Let's see if we can catch that. Not ready. Diane 78, good night. Thank you. Make it a little bit better next time. Nightmare story a bloke told me about yesterday with fueling from Stansted. Was it Stansted or Luton? No, Gatwick. Brilliant. It's 1 AM and time for Amnesty Bun. Alan's funny stories. relaxation. Can't make it. No, it's 40 minutes. Heathrow to Amsterdam, isn't it? Well, I mean, you know, if you've got a 20-minute taxi from the Boulder Barn and you're held up, you know, maybe you'll be on the you'll be on the ground longer than you are flying. Thank you, ADP. Raptrix, that BA777-200 from New York. Back in time for Coronation Street. Dinner. 15 minutes. I'll make it on. Kev Miller of Asian Airlines arriving this time of the day at Heathrow. Yep, it is kind of like the Eastern traffic hour, isn't it? Traffic. Get out of the way, you. Tell you what, breezy. I'm going to jump down and put me. Can you? Yeah, I am going to say that, folks. Put my coat on. There's a bleeding go around. You can't make it up, lad. There we go. Oh, it's better. So, go around. Don't quite know what for, to be honest with you, because seeing out on the runway. What time's the dog flying out to? It's Qatar, is it? It's going out on Qatar, is he? Craig Russell, Emirates 380 from Dubai, 22 minutes out. That's our closeout, but we've also got a Qatar jet with a dog on board, a pet dog that the owners are watching this show, and they're Ollie, innit? Oggy. Oh, bless him. Dog. Well, I have to say they're very, especially, you know, the major carriers. They have a very well lined, you know, soundproof section for animals, for pets. Obviously, you know, somehow their boxes or their whatever they're being transported in are, you know, they're not just all loose, floating around in the Melanie, my Stop It t-shirt has been much admired here. My 351 was the inspiration for our team name in the victorious pub quiz team. Well, there we go. We're honoured. Hope you won. Am I hearing a skylark? I think I'm hearing a skylark. First one of the year. What's that? Do what? Caught out on landing, didn't we? This is Singapore 777. Dan occasionally likes things. Yeah, I think Oman Air is a daily service, isn't it? Or actually, maybe not a daily service. Maybe it's like a few times a week or something like that. Always seem to remember it being random. Random! Gorgeous! Another Trent equipped 777-200. Is that GP? Yeah, that's my thought as well. Just talking. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Likes things. Flew to Moscow a few years ago. I saw the Sultan 747 SP and the new 747-8. Also the Royal Flight C130J. Sri Lankan 330, nice. Planning to get above all of that paraphernalia next time we're here, folks. Sequencing. Fair enough. It's twice today I've seen those doors out of sequence, shutting out of sequence. I thought that they were perfectly synchronized. Obviously not. Susie does like the Singapore livery. So what's the status on our QR jet? Taxiing out, right. Who heard what? Oh, they heard it, the toga. They heard it, the go around. Yeah. They heard it, yeah. Bleeding tip, call him. Korean Air Gulfstream. It's interesting. Oh, CPR looks like it was an unstable approach for that 320. He's saying, looking at the BA851's flight path, didn't quite look right on approach the first time. So there we go. Unstable approach, I think, folks. Left, right. Flight SSC, I think it was an unstable approach. In other words, the aircraft was out of alignment or off LL Dreamliner. Vistara Dreamliner, eh? Awesome. Haven't seen that for a little while. Turn, Clyde. Them Duke boys. See, no leads or cables or lines going into those wheels there. See that, folks? It's just electrical feed leads. That's all that goes into them, and that's why it looks so neat and tidy, the 787 main undercarriage, because you don't get all the hydraulic lines that you do with the because they're all electrical feed. No, I got him. I got him. This is going to be quick. Nice. Just check the batteries. Yeah, when I just test, all I'm doing is pressing the test button to see how many lights come on. Wow. Okay, sorry about that. God, you learn something new every day, didn't you? Well, not really, but you know, nearly. Yeah. Yeah, you might need to put not even Subway sandwiches on it. Especially that big red one. Ironically enough, it is a big red button. What happens if I press that then? Hello? Hello? Oh, he's pressed that button again, hasn't he? No! I still like the orange engine cowls, the SAS jets. My favourite. Don't like. Not a big fan of the new livery. I mean, parts of it I like, but why they didn't keep the orange cows, I have absolutely no idea at all. No, that's not the Qatar jet going out now. Tell me when the Emirates 38 is rolling, GP, please. Kevin, they look more red. They're orange, aren't they? Oh, you know what? The camera makes them look redder than they actually are. They are. I can assure you, I'm looking at them with mine eyes. They're definitely orange, but I can understand why you think they're red, because the camera picks it up and makes it look a little bit red. Good bless you. Iceland Air 737 Max next in. Is that? I'm guessing. Lemon meringue pie, perhaps. Yeah. Still on finals. 2 out. No. Oggie's next out. Oh no! And we got an Emirates 380 on approach. Come on, Oggie, son. See him off. Go on, see him off. Bite the paint. Bite him on the bum. Give him a little nibble. Lufthansa 737-200, liking the Iceland Air. The Iceland Air. Oh, Raptor X Qatar 777 next out. No, that is unbelievably bad timing, mate. And then I can hear her spooling up, mate. And there she goes. It's all right. We'll catch her banking. We'll catch her banking. We can't get the. Go on, Oggy. What's that? Bite it. Seam off. Dig a hole. Might have given him some sleeping aid. Just to keep him a bit sleepy nanas. Oh, mate, this is unbelievably bad bleeding. Look, there he is, climbing out now. Mummy and Daddy will be there soon, mate. And I'm sure there's someone lovely at the other end who's organising to pick you up and give you some bickies. What an arrival indeed, Heathrow Airport. Wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. See you, mate. Send us a picture of Oggy. Oggy the doggy. What's that? A for P. Working. Bob and Shelf are definitely a wow one. Now imagine that, folks, in the wet. You are going to be bamboozled when they're on 09s in the rain. I'm standing here getting soaking wet. Well, the outside of me is getting soaking wet. I'm well, you know, insulated and obviously, you know, waterproofed. But I think in general, it is. Well, I'll do a sort of like semi-PTC GP just to say goodbye to everybody, and then we'll catch the Qatar. G'day! Well, there you go, folks. How about that? Our revised new location, if you know what I mean. This is obviously looks like the front of a ship, doesn't it? It's a bit rough up there. Oh. You're right down there. Yeah. Thanks to the folks at LFB as well, folks. That bottom right hand layer that you can see there. Is it the other side? Oh yeah, yeah. I thought it was on their right, yeah? My left, okay. Is it? Okay. Anyway, look, we'll be back on Sunday, of course. I did mention earlier on about Friday. That's sort of like been moved. That date has been moved now until July. So more information. Is it July or June? It's either, I think it's late June. Last week in June. But it's all under control. Have no fear. Let's just have a look here. Yeah, the sophomore team. How about that? All watching. How about that? How cool is that? Yes, the end of the end of June, 29th of June, for our special event, which is out of our normal remit, should I say? But listen to those engines just whirring away, man. Those big old GEs, mate. Listen to them. Yeah, so thanks for everybody for tuning in today. I'm glad you know, I mean, the majority of people enjoyed the new position. Like I said, folks, this platform that I'm on here is a raised platform, and to erect it takes quite a lot of work. So appreciate that, and the next time we're here, we're going to be up a little bit higher. These two bars are not going to be here, so they won't be in the shot at all, and we'll be a little bit higher and hopefully get ourselves over that building. Obviously not the tall one at the end there, but anyway, in general, I think it's decent enough, and isn't it? And let's be grateful to these guys here at the LFB, folks. You can't be moaning about it, man. You can't be moaning about it. Don't moan about it. I mean, you know, we bend over backwards literally to do what we can for everybody. I know it's a very small minority of people, if not literally a handful of people who are like, don't like it because of the it's like flipping it, really. I mean, what do you want? We're doing all we can. But yeah, thank you to the folks at LFB, thank you to Heathrow, thank you to all the pilots and all the cabin crew and all the people who work at the airport, because let's face it, it is running a city. They're running a city in there, overseen of course by our friends up at the National Air Transportation Service, is it? Transport Services? NATS, anyway. Hello to all the folks up there. Yeah, thanks again to Jono. If you're watching, Jono, thanks, mate. Really appreciate it. Both Jonos, actually, and all the other teams that I deal with as well. Thanks for looking after us. Thank you to you, all of our amazing members out there. Yeah, thank you to all of our amazing members for obviously making all of our new members feel very welcome, and of course it's great to see you all here, and thank you again, as I always say, to everybody for their continued support with the channel. Next major show is, I think it's going to be Honolulu. I think I'm right in saying that, and the next European show is next week in Toulouse. If you're at all interested in the you know, the aircraft in the stage of building them, assembling them, should I say, not building them, because all the parts are built and then they come as parts to the final assembly line at Toulouse or wherever it might be for final assembly. So all those parts that you will see being transported from all parts of the world on the Beluga, we will see those next week. If you've never seen the Beluga before, folks, you're gonna get to see it. Yeah, I've got it. You're gonna get to see it next week, folks. So look forward to that. If it's your first time in Toulouse, then you're gonna be pretty amazed. I mean, it is. I do call it a bit of a fishing trip in terms of you know, casting out the net and seeing what we can catch. But lots of aircraft that are in their different stages of assembly, test flying, and the test flights. Calm conditions here at the moment, which is the reason why we're not giving it loads on the unless it's brake to vacate. They're just running these things all the way out. They can run this thing all the way down. They've got enough spacing between them and the aircraft behind them. That's what I'm talking about, these posts here. They're going to be gone, folks. All of this platform here is part of the makeup of where we're standing in our filming platform. So we thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your week. Work hard, and we'll see you next time. Take care, folks. See ya. Bye. Oh, what? Okay, see you later. It's high, man. It's high. Yeah, really. Oh, it looks really.